Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Josh. Today is Monday, May 25th, and in today's video we're going to be doing a stimulus update for those on different Social Security benefits, such as Social Security survivors, retirement and disability, as well as an update for railroad retirees and veterans. Now, before I get into this video, per usual, if you wouldn't mind giving this video a like, a big thumbs up, it really just helps with the YouTube algorithm in terms of getting this video out to other viewers like you. In addition to that, as usual, leave a comment in the comment section below, letting me and others know whether or not you've received your stimulus payment yet. I know lots of people are receiving a pending deposit date of May 28th, so I'm super happy for you. However, there are still some people who still haven't yet received their stimulus payment, so that will kind of let those other people who haven't yet received their stimulus payment know that, hey, I'm not the only one who hasn't received a pending deposit date. And at the same time, it'll also let them know that many other people are receiving pending deposit dates. So it gives them a little bit of hope as well. So in this video, per usual, I'm going to go ahead and answer some of the questions that I received in my previous video and go over some of the comments that I found that were helpful as well. All right, so I'm going to start out this video with a question from Therese. Therese asks, when do people who have a payee get a stimulus check? All right, thank you so much for that question. So if you have a representative payee, no matter what Social Security benefit you are on, you should expect to receive that payment sometime this week. Now, I've seen many people in the comment sections of my videos saying that they have a representative payee and that they're already receiving a pending deposit date on their Direct Express card, for example, of May 28th. So for example, we have Chris. Chris says, I'm my brother's representative payee. I watched your video today and you gave a new date. So I checked his Direct Express card account and he had a pending deposit for the stimulus on the 28th. Your videos have been accurate and on point. So in this case, Chris is a representative payee for his brother and he's receiving a pending deposit on May 28th. And I've seen many cases just like Chris who are also receiving a pending deposit on the 28th as well. Now, is it possible that they may be a little bit late with some representative payees? Certainly, just because the IRS has been late with almost every group. So I wouldn't be surprised if there are some people with representative payees who do not receive a payment by May 28th and it may go into June. But for the most part, I've seen several people that have representative payees who are receiving pending deposit dates of May 28th. All right, moving right along to the next question is from Manny. Manny says, what happens if your bank sends your check back to the IRS? All right, thank you so much for that question, Manny. So if your bank does reject a direct deposit from the IRS and kicks it back to the IRS, what the IRS will do at that point is reprocess that payment, and instead of trying to redirectly deposit another stimulus payment into your bank, what they'll do instead is just send you a check in the mail. So unfortunately, it will take a little bit longer if they have to do it that way, but in the meantime, I would just continue checking your mailbox every single day. You could even sign up to Informed Delivery online. It's a free service with the US Post Office, and the US Post Office will send, I believe, a text message and also an email every single day showing you what you're expected to receive in the mail that day. So it's a very good service. I would recommend that. In the meantime, like I said, you can just continue checking the Get My Payment portal. It should update once again from showing that you're going to receive a direct deposit to saying that you're actually going to be receiving a check in the mail. All right, moving right along to the next question is from Laveda Smith. Laveda Smith says, hello Josh, I am on SSI and Ssdi. I received my benefits on my Direct Express card and I have been waiting and still haven't received the first stimulus. I checked the Get My Payment portal and I am still getting no help. I am still waiting for the first check. All right, thank you so much for that question. So you did mention that the Get My Payment portal isn't much help to you. One thing I would recommend sometimes does help is to type your physical street address in all capital letters, or if you live on a lane or a street, you can abbreviate street to ST or lane to LN. Sometimes that helps the IRS system actually find you. Don't ask me how, it's just a glitch that they have in their system that many people have found actually works. And if you're still getting payment status not available, it may be that the IRS has just not set up a scheduled delivery date for your payment. And if they haven't, don't worry, they will eventually schedule a date, just keep checking. And another thing, you didn't mention in your question whether or not you've checked your Direct Express card. It's possible that you may be getting payment status not available on the Get My Payment tool, but on your Direct Express card, there might actually be something pending on there for the 28th. So if you haven't already, I would check your Direct Express card, see if there is anything pending on there for this coming week on the 28th. And if there's nothing, then just keep checking the Get My Payment portal every single day. Eventually something will definitely show up if you are eligible, and you should be eligible for this. So hang in there. I know it's hard to be patient when you've been waiting this long, but something will eventually show up. All right, so the next question today is from Adeline. Adeline says, I'm on SSI with direct deposit. I have not received a stimulus payment yet. Also, my Wells Fargo bank account does not have a pending deposit, and the Get My Payment portal still isn't working for me. It's still saying payment not available. All right, thank you so much for that question, and I'm incredibly sorry that you've had to wait so long. I know it's probably extremely difficult to remain patient when you've been waiting weeks and months to receive the stimulus payment. You've been checking every single day. It's almost hard not to lose hope. But if you look in the comment section, you see so many others who are finally receiving their payments on the 28th. So with that said, don't give up hope. You'll eventually receive a date. Just keep checking the Get My Payment portal every single day. If you would like, you can always try that trick of typing your physical street address in all capital letters, or abbreviating for street or lane with ST, or LN, or drive for DR. And if that doesn't work, just continue checking the payment portal every single day. And if you have the time, this isn't something you have to do, but you can always try calling the IRS on Tuesday when they should reopen. The number that you could call would be 1-800-919-9835. And again, in the meantime, do not give up hope. You will definitely eventually receive your payment. All right, so the next question today is from Michelle. Michelle says, how come when I enter my social security number, it says it doesn't match what the IRS has on file? All right, thank you so much for that question, Michelle, and I really wish that I could help you get to the bottom of this. The first thing that I might recommend you try doing is to put dashes between each set of numbers in your social security number. So for example, like 000-00-0000 for your social security number. See if that changes. Also, it may actually have something to do with another piece of information that you have filled in, such as your physical street address. So if you have moved recently, it's possible that the IRS actually has your old address on file. So if you're typing in your new physical street address, I might actually try your old physical street address, see if that changes anything, or even try abbreviating. I wouldn't think abbreviation would be the issue, but that could be something you could try. Come back to me and comment in this video and let me know if that works. Hopefully it does. If not, you should still receive your payment. There shouldn't be any issues with that. But in the meantime, those would be two fixes that I would try, at least in this case. All right, so the next question today is from Coach Simpson saying, I'm on Ssdi and it says mine is pending. My question is, when are they going to release it? All right, thank you so much for that question. And I know it's extremely confusing why they would have something showing up as pending almost a week in advance. But on the 28th, you should see that transaction show up from pending and change over to actually being posted. All right, so the next question today is from Elizabeth. Elizabeth says, I did not get the $500 part for my child, yet it came on the first one. All right, thank you so much for that question, Elizabeth. And you are correct, you definitely should have received $500 extra on your stimulus payment, in addition to the $1,200 that you did receive. So for example, you should have received $1,700, since it would be your $1,200 stimulus payment plus the $500 dependent credit. Unfortunately, the IRS really messes these up, and there are several people who did not receive the extra $500 for each dependent that they claim. So you're not alone here, and at the moment, unfortunately, all the IRS is saying is that we have to wait all the way until next year when we file our taxes to claim that extra credit. I really, really hope they change their stance on that, because they didn't just mess us up with a few people. There have been thousands of people who did not receive their extra $500 payment per child, and it's ridiculous. This is completely on them, and for them to make several people wait months all the way until they file their taxes next year, it's just ridiculous. So I do hope they change that, but for now, that's what they're saying. We have to wait all the way until next year to claim that extra credit. All right, so the last comment today is from Kathy. Kathy says, no, I have not received any date and I am ready to give up. Okay, so there's a main reason that I chose this comment to be the last comment of today's video, and that's because there are still lots of people who are extremely frustrated who haven't received their payment, whether that be a veteran, a railroad retiree, someone on any Social Security benefit, and they're still waiting, and they're seeing other people in the comment section who are finally receiving pending deposit dates, which at least gives them hope, but it's also kind of even more frustrating because they're seeing a whole new group receiving pending deposit dates on May 28th, and they're thinking, why not me? And they're really thinking they're going to be left out at this point in time because they're seeing everyone else get paid, but for some reason they still aren't receiving a pending deposit. And this is what I will say for you, Kathy, and everyone else who still has not received a pending deposit date or a pending charge on their Direct Express card and they're not seeing anything in their bank account. Just continue to be patient. I know it's hard. I've been saying this for weeks now. You will eventually receive a date. Just keep checking the payment portal. If it's getting too frustrating for you, maybe change up from looking at the payment portal every single day to just every few days. Eventually, something will show up. It may not be May 28th, but it will be, I would think, sometime in early June. So just keep checking. Don't give up. Remember, you're definitely eligible as long as you don't owe any type of child support that could potentially offset the stimulus payment. And as long as you're not being claimed as a dependent on someone else's tax returns, you're definitely going to receive the stimulus payment. All those people who are receiving now pending deposit dates of May 28th, they also thought that they were going to be left out, and it was getting frustrating for them, but now they finally have this sense of relief now that they have the pending deposit date of May 28th. And you're going to be having that same sensation as them before you know it. So just hang in there. It's definitely coming. Keep checking the payment portal. And like I said, if you would like to try reaching out to that IRS phone number, it's not mandatory, but it is something you can do. Some people did call that number and they were able to receive a date, but it's not something that you absolutely have to do. That number, once again, is 1-800-919-9835. All right, so to sum up this video, I'm just going to give some updated payment dates. So for people on Social Security survivors, retirement and disability, as well as railroad retirees, and people on SSI, they're sending out payments every single week in batches and waves. Many people are going to be receiving the payments on May 28th. There's going to be some more dates in June 8th, I believe. So be checking that every single day in the payment portal. Be checking your bank accounts. It should be showing up soon. If you haven't received a payment date, like I said, just keep checking every single day. I know it's hard. Hang in there. Remain patient. Check every couple of days if it's getting too hard. Try calling the IRS. Do everything you can, but don't drive yourself too crazy. You definitely will receive the payment. Veterans, the same thing for you. And I'm so sorry that we're making all of you guys wait so long. You definitely should have been first in line to receive these payments. As far as representative payees go, again, May 28th is kind of like the popular date. Is it possible that the IRS could make you wait an even longer? Certainly, I hope most representative payees do get paid by the 28th though, and we're not stretching that all the way into June. But I will keep you updated, and hopefully most representative payees and pretty much everyone doesn't have to wait much longer than May 28th, because at this point it's getting a little bit ridiculous. And like I said many times before in my previous videos, if it was up to me, if I was head of the IRS, I definitely would have had these funds sent out to you the very second I had access to them. All right, and on that note, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. I do hope that the information I relayed in this video was helpful, and if it was and you're not already subscribed to my channel, please feel free to do so. At the moment, I am uploading daily stimulus update videos, so hopefully that can be helpful to you. Also, like this video, it just helps with the YouTube algorithm in terms of getting this video out to other viewers like you. And until next time, I'll see you guys, and I hope you have a great day today.